be that much interesting. Interesting means very easy, like, but I will not be talking to entirely because I'll be taking you to some very valid videos and some other thoughts, and that will be because here now we are seeing NEP sensitization orientation. Sensitization orientation. Why this NEP is required? Because still many of us know, or many teachers, see, this is the purpose of this program also. UGC or the Ministry of Education, they are expecting the teachers to get sensitized and get direction that is oriented. Why this has become necessary. And now we have ample instances in the newspapers these days, what is happening in this country and what is happening in the sense, youngest days, that is with educated youngest days, they are facing a lot of problems. Nobody to be blamed because this is not a case of, it is a sudden development or nothing at all. It has been happening, therefore. Yeah. And we were following this thing for a very long time. And you can see it from a great personality who passed away in 1942. He warned it. He was telling the same thing. So the root cause of all this is what is happening in our system. Nobody. Only thing, some corrective steps have to be taken. And for that, you and me and all our responsibilities are there. We take that way. That is how this is. Okay, so one moment. I'll take you to my first slide. And there now, as I said, there's this great personality known to you and me. He passed away in 1942, long ago. And that is none other than our great Rabindranath Tagore ji. Very admirable personality. What did he say? So this is the topic, and all my sessions, I'll start with this one. See what he said indirectly. Long ago, he was telling it. My audio, video, everything, is it clear for you? Participants here? I understand it is from engineering college. I'm not going to talk you anything about entomology or nothing, not my subject. This is all based on my interactions. And during my academic career as the college, I was with the autonomous system. And then that too very long ago, 1985, 90 period. And then thereafter, when I joined a college, there also autonomy came. And then the arrival of number of courses, self-financing courses, everything. And then what happened? Many of my students, our students, I'm very happy to say, I belong to a very prestigious college where many of our students are in top-rated institutions. They come back to us, they exchange their opinions, ideas, and all. And then lately I was Calicut University professor, and then Malaviya Mission, that is this MMTTC director. So that is my background. Okay, so a number of projects we handled, and now we are seeing. So what do you read here? And your questions, queries, you can, because this is going to be a session. And often what happens, teachers will be sharing your thoughts. I would say your thoughts, what you want to ask me, or your comments you can put there. And occasionally you can ask me also. But generally what happened, I'll be going in a phase, and the questions I will answer in between. And there will be some subjects which you may feel like I am going deeper into out of this country and all. There are my own reasons are there. Then we have to ask what we got to do. There are very serious situation it is coming up like, because why I'm saying like this, for me, my tenure academic career, I am nearly 30 more, compared to you. My teaching service is around 30, 32 years. So it's almost over. And what I see, I understand, you are all with another 10, 15, 20 years to go. And to be survive in this field, since you have taken this education as your means of what we call livelihood also. And we have to see that the system is flourishing. Why I say that now, after 3-4 slides, I will explain. Okay. So my talk will be in English, but my videos will be, so there will be notes will be in the Hindi text also, because I know there are teachers from both the sides are there. Okay. So what this great man said long ago, very simple thing. Don't try to teach the youngest days what we learned from our teachers. Yeah, the same style of teaching if you try to teach now, because a child means present generation students. They belong to another generation. And we have been taught by teachers in the old pattern. They have not seen AI, much of internet, Google, all these computer, digital automation, nothing. And that is our tragedy, because I would say tragedy, because you teachers, present generation teachers are caught in between. Now it has become essential for us to change the thing in such a way that students are benefited, we are benefited, our colleges are benefited. Otherwise, students will go somewhere else. And what did this great man said? Rabindranath Tagore, in 1861, 1880s, he was in UK for his law studies. Law. He didn't like it. After 2 years of his studies, he had the option belonging to a very affluent family. So he just left it. And then he was mostly in his country. Then he started his own college or university, we can call Shanti Niketan. And what did he say? And then after coming back from London, what did he do? He went for Indian Oriental language literature and Western literature that also influenced him. So he took a very balanced viewpoint. His exposure to international scenario. Okay. And then another one, who is the first non-European to get a Nobel Prize. A very simple set of poems. Gitanjali. Long ago, he got the Nobel Prize. And he is the author of our national anthem, Bangladesh national anthem. Okay, and what did he say? Same thing. Don't try to teach what our teachers in the same style. If you try to teach them, it will not work out. And when did he say? That's what you have to say. He lived during till 1941. That is the period. 1941. He has not seen any of this. And he was telling, he felt that time itself, Indian education system outdated. And we are preparing students for rapidly disappearing or evolving jobs. And we are not encouraging, giving opportunities for our education. Nurturing curiosity, creativity. I'll come to that later when I talk to you about in many developed countries and their agricultural technology, all other things. Number of things are there. Okay, we simply replicate outdated norms. What does that mean? Same syllabus. I know it personally very well. And when we tell the teachers to change the syllabus, no, they all will go the same style, saying that this is the way we have been taught, not willing to change. Why change is necessary? World is changing, jobs, market is evolving, disappearing. Employees are seeking not theory knowledge. Okay. So India's rigid system, and he mentioned Indian education system, manufacturing students, factory, manufacturing, same product. You and me, I have been manufacturing for the past 30 years, 30 students from my department, my class, 30 students first. Then I have, 20 departments in my college. So nearly 800 students we manufactured. Same mold, same syllabus, same curriculum, nothing. After going out, what happens to them? And that is that's what we are seeing now. And I didn't get any response. No, see, am I clear? Is it, I can continue like this? Are you all there? Somebody either comment or at least put a remark. No, otherwise, how do I know? Otherwise, I'm talking to the video. I'm talking to myself.
We can continue in this same way, sir.
Okay. Am I audible? Is it all fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. You put yes, that will do. Okay. Otherwise, no, because that gives me energy. Just imagine you are all teaching the blackboard, how it will be. Okay. Anyway, so this is a first one. So who is this great man? Yes, really a great man. Then another one, American politician, president, every but a person with education, Columbia University, 1940, Second World War. Those who have, if you have seen the movie Oppenheimer, there you can see he was not very respectful towards Oppenheimer. That's a different thing. That is his politics. Anyway, so what did he say? 1940, he was talking to the Pennsylvania teachers. What did he say? Same thing, 1940, more or less same thinking. So these all are great people and their vision. So 1940 and all long ago, they said the same thing. What did he say? Don't try, same thing. We cannot build a future for our youth. Earlier it was certain, if you join this engineering college or if you do this course, and when you come out from the engineering college, there will be a job for you. Now we cannot. We cannot guarantee that. Is it possible by you? Nobody. Okay, so what we can do, you provide them arts and science or engineering college degree, build your youth for the future. Provide them the skill, knowledge. Yes, theory knowledge we are giving, skill also. And then this is the most important thing. And I am thankful to many of my students from Germany and Canada, Europe and all used to meet me and say that, sir, to get a job in those countries, Indian education system, what happened? Suppose you are going there, that country, exemptions are there, exemptions for IITs. In other places, whoever comes to that country, they have to study in their institution for 1 year. They call it as Canada Best Example, Canadian education system. Their education system. A lot of practicals are there. Then internship also. And with that internship only, then you can get Canadian experience. All companies will be asking the question, where is your Canadian experience? The same job you might have done in India, but conditions are different in Canada. We'll see that later. I have some videos coming up. So Europe also same thing. So internship, apprenticeship, all these are essential. All these ready-made kind of apprenticeships, internships we are making now, it will not work out. It will not work out. Okay. And then, so what I say, what we can do. So many of my students who went to that country with a huge loan, they found out that, see, many of them, they went with data mining, computer science, CS and all. But 2 years ago, 1 year ago, Canadian government shifted their priorities. Europe also priority changed. They don't treat CS in their top priority. In Canada, the so-called, you might be knowing that permanent residence visa. And for that, earlier, that was in the priority line. Now it is not at all in the priority line. Just imagine 3 years, 4 years, your engineering college degree here or there. There means per year, 50,000, nearly 25, 50 lakhs rupees. 25, you put it 25 lakh rupees, 5 years, no? So nearly 1 crore loan. And you are finding that no scope. And that is what we call. So what happens to those students? So, but they have the knowledge and skill. Those people will sustain. Others, no, for that requires resilience. How to navigate their own features. It is suddenly, now that is what we are seeing all these days with the arrival of this AI. Everything changed. And students and teachers also with the basic skill only they are finding, they will struggle. Replacement by AI. That's what. So what to do? And that is what the resilience. This is exactly what this man said. You teach them, that's all. We cannot assure anything. But when they come out, they should know how to navigate sailing. Once again, I repeat, if you have any, your comments, you can post here in the group. Then I take you to this very reputed international forum, because their data are all based on sound logic. Every week, month in ahead. But only unfortunately, joining with this group is very costly. It cost us some for the subscriptions of 30,000 rupees. I tried once, I did. So took history. So what happened? In their forum, they talk about this topic. And one topic in 2024 was this future of jobs in India. Why should they bother about future of jobs in India? Now we know that Indian population, nearly 30-40% are youngsters. India is having world's largest population with China 34%, India alone 17%, China 17%. You just imagine 27 countries in Europe, they have only 8% world population. We have 17. And among the 17,400 million people, nearly 300, 400 million, the so-called Gen Z and all we see, people are there. So that is why future is a huge market for all reasons. Anyway, so what's the future going to happen? And this international forum, and I'll be sharing my PDF with you because I mentioned I forgot to thank Professor Director Atik Mohammed Sir, who is a great academician. He's the director of MMTTC and giving me this opportunity, and his assistant director who introduced to me. Yes. So I'll be sharing this particular PDF with you. You can get from them, and otherwise, you put your number here. I'll share with us. Yeah, anyway, that's better to share to the group, to the director. So what happened then? You can listen here. So this is the second one. And then what the companies, World Economic Forum is saying. Companies, Indian companies. Anyway, I agree. All the companies are not offering good jobs to the students, youngsters, and their payment also not necessary because recently we went through all these articles, all these statements from, I don't want to name. Yeah, there was one or two industry experts talking like, no, they should increase the manpower, working hours. That is not good. Working hours increasing, reducing the holidays and all. They do in China, agreed. Okay. So, and at the same time, what would the pay? Basic pay. Anyway, so 2/3 of the companies in India are seeing the youngsters. And already we have seen, So many movies, the same thing. Youngsters are without the necessary talents the companies are looking for. And this problem exists at the international level also. 47% of the 47. India, it is 67. Nearly 70%, you put that way. So what is happening? The last part is very dangerous for us. For us means teachers. And it hit at our base. Companies are taking the responsibility of cultivating, educating the skills they need. So that means your degree is of no use. My college degree is of no use. And they are offering by removing degree requirements. After +2, you come to us. You come to us and join our institutions. We will train you. After that, you will be getting internship, apprenticeship. Then you can continue. If you feel it is an exaggeration, you can check yourself how most of these new generation banks are appointing people. They have tie-ups with the top-rated universities, mostly private universities. Fees are very high, but 30-40 seats offered there, and the students who are getting admission there, yes, after that course, and it includes some interview and everything. And after that, job is assured. If that is going to happen, then what is the need for my college, your college? Who will come to us? And then another scenario, another thing what I have seen during my tenure as a principal of my Arts and Science College in Calicut. So many cyber cities are here, cyber parks. And all these computer firms come to us and they take away all our youngsters. Yeah, second year and third year, they book them because it is a very top-rated college and mostly we have young females here. So they know that these youngsters, once they get into their system, they will not leave. Okay, so what are they offering? So I was asking why you IT companies, most of them, because cyber park means IT companies only. Why IT companies are looking for taking Hindi, chemistry, botany, zoology, everybody. And the answer they gave me, and that is the same thing we are seeing now. We need students, good students. You have a good pool of students. And during the interview, we come to know where exactly they stand. After that, we train them for 1 month. And they will be with us. Mostly IT companies know, the kind of jobs they have to do there. And then what about, see, I'm a biology teacher. All this biology, I have taught them for the past 2 years. No use. Hindi, economics, what they learned. Okay. So, and here we are saying, companies are saying, come to us. If this message spreads in the society group, after +2, you come to us, we will provide you a job. Then the message, now with the social media and only very clearly, you just imagine I have 30 students, and out of that, 5 students they discontinued and got a job in the nearby IT company, even without completing degree. And the remaining 20 are in my class. And there will be mutual exchange of ideas. Because they all belong to the same group, and social media, the youngest days who got job will say, yeah, I got 20,000 pay this month, and I have a car, sorry, not car, electric scooter or a mobile phone, and what about the other 20? Because for youngest days, these are the very important things. But we used to warn them, don't do this, because you joined biology because of your love for your subject, and there are options, complete your degree, and these companies know they will take you today, and tomorrow when better opportunities or better candidates come to them, they may throw you out. It happened also. But anyway, this is a reality. So the question here, if companies starting offering, imagine Tata or the Maruti or the Volkswagen or any company for that matter, if they start offering their own courses, Mahindra also, for example, yes, they can do that. There is nothing wrong in that. Okay, then who will come to us? So ultimately, what happened? That's what I said. You have our future also there. So it's a subject of our survival. Our college management invested so much of money. Okay, so this is the reality. Okay, and then can I continue? Is it okay? The questions, no, you can put here chat box. Yeah, I'm just see what is there any comments? No, at least somebody put some note there. Okay, I don't see any comments, anything. Chat settings is okay. So you can post your chat also here. Okay. Okay, thank you, Rahul sir. Thank you. Yeah. So this is one reality. So what to be done? Okay, and then again, same World Economic Forum. What it says, future of jobs. Yeah, because we are all scared now what will happen, what with AI and all those things. Okay, so future of jobs in India. Again, all the jobs are going to be, you are from engineering college, arts and science college, Ayurveda college, medical college, any college for medical college, leave it. Okay, any college for that matter. It's all jobs are going to be in technology related areas. This is what I said. While your teachers were doing their job 10 years ago, while you are doing your UG or PG, many of these technologies were not there. Situation was different. Okay, what are the technology? Big data, data analysis, now AI, machine learning, cyber security. Now, all these online things, so many, yeah, not only fraud alone, even other ways also, fintech engineers and all coming up. So we may not be. So what we got to do, it doesn't mean we have to go for big data, AI, nothing at all. See, we learned during our period. Now it has become essential for us to know these subjects. And for the students of this era, they should be taught this. So an economic student or engineering student, whether it in whatever might be his field, he must be knowing. He must get exposure to big data, AI, and machine learning. And then he knows what to do. Then he will. Okay, but if your institution or if you are not providing him, not the directions, how can he do that? He will go out from your institution without any knowledge in this. And his competition will be from international students or from now international everywhere. No, students can go anywhere, or from some private other university, new university, which they're offering courses in the same line, and they will get a better chance. So what is required from teaching? So I'm talking to teachers. So we have to see that upskilling and reskilling. See, best example, AI, you may not be knowing. Okay, now what is going to happen? Now you will be learning that. And similarly, everything, any topic for that matter. Okay, so if it is related in your field, you have to. And sometimes what happen, not sometimes, many times, upskilling also necessary. We have to update what you learned today during our period of time. Many of best examples of practicals or the machines or the methodologies, it all become outdated. So we also have to update our expertise also. Okay, so this is the third one. And then, so the future of jobs in India. So this is all based on Indian related data. So where the jobs are going to be, that's what I said. It doesn't mean you have to only these people are going to survive. Yes, your subject will survive provided you are training them, providing our teachers are training them. So we should get the expertise, that's all. And we have to update also. We see. And next one. Yeah, and the question of jobs will disappear or not. No, jobs will not disappear. Jobs will be there, and that will be newer and newer jobs will come. The only thing, it will be in this new related field, new field. And they all will be using, best example, data analysis. Yeah, data analysis, no, earlier, no, it was all based on some software or something like that. Now added to that, AI has come. So you have to see what are the AI tools, coding best example. And there also, AI can help you, but for that you should know AI. Okay, so you take that way. And next, jobs will come. New jobs are there, but all the day, lot of old jobs, it will disappear. Why? Because now there is this article, India Skills Report in 2024, India Skills Report. High school students or many of the engineering students also many of the students coming to your institution, join there out of society or family compulsion. Parents never allowed him to. He might have gone for something else. I will show you what it is something else. But parents will not allow them to do that. Or someone might have told them, no, I'll go for instead, I don't want to join an engineering college, arts and science college. I will go for ITI. They're having hopes. No, first you complete this study. After that, you go for this one. This one. So many are just 3-4 years, their time they will waste there. And by meanwhile, what happened? No, okay. So students, MS degree elect. And finally, when you come out with engineering degree or some degree, you have to go sim in that line. No other option. Okay. And schools and our institutions all based on exam-centered formula. Examination, first rank, 90%, 98%. You just imagine the other way around. You are an employer of a company. You are a company owner. In what way the person who is coming to you, he is having first rank or 10th rank, what do you need? You need a skilled person. Even if he is having only 50% mark. If he is skilled enough, experienced, that's what counts. And our system all based on first rank. +2 entrance exam, then NEET, JEET, everything entrance exam, that's all, not creativity. And this is exactly what that great man said. Rabindranath Tagore, when did he 1940, he passed away. Okay. So this is the second thing. You can read this one. Yes, our system is like that. Schooling onwards, we follow like this. We don't give the freedom to other students. Even if they are not interested in the degree, we will make them to study. Even if, okay. So that is what we call a cultural mindset is there. Our mindset is like that. Just imagine, yeah, anyway, we see that later. Okay. And then this was another very interesting data. Career counseling platform. Yeah. Mindler. And their data are very interesting. In 2019 survey with the +2 students, after +2, what to do? Career counseling platform, Mindler, 2019 data, it says that after +2, if you ask the student, they will say, we will go for all these lines, engineering or medical or MBA or IAS, something like that, teaching and all. Okay, so these are the career options known to the students, 7 of them. And don't blame the students. You ask parents, they will also say the same thing. What about teachers? Most of us. Now you may disagree, I don't know. But vast majority, I know they will also say, no, you after +2, you go for this. If none of it is working out only, then nothing about the other alternatives. But next part is very important, Mindler. The modern economy is offering not 7 careers. There are so many career options not to available for the present generation. It was not the case. You think about after 2010, 2015, so many options. Nearly 4,000, 5,000 job types are there under 40 domains. 250 career options. Job types, 4,000, 5,000 types. This is a list, not the entire one. So I'm showing you some domains. From the 40 domains I said, 250 career options I said. You just look at the yellow ones, yellow. Here, no, 4 of them are highlighted because, no, okay. So these are the domains and these are the career options. So you can see the last one. I start from the bottom. Performing arts. If you consider it as a domain, thus there are, see how many TV channels are available for you at home from 7 to 10 p.m. in the evening. This is from Maharashtra. So Marathi, how many channels? Tamil Nadu, how many channels? Rajasthan, how many channels? Around 15, 20 channels are there. How many programs are there? Each channel is having how many programs? Serials are there, music programs are there, dance programs are there. Who are behind all these? Earlier, no, this time choreographer, Hindi movies, I remember Saroj Khan, some names like that, 2, 3 names. Now, no, there are everywhere choreographer. There are number of youngsters who are talented and they are working in this and they are making a money. Sample career options, ultimately that's what matters. Whatever we say about academic and everything is fine, but food and money for no day-to-day living, it is necessary. So number 1. Number 2, hospitality, tourism. Hospitality and tourism. Event management. How do you conduct marriages in your place now? Big complexes, big auditoriums. Who decorates it and who conducts a show? All sort of funny show, which was not there 10, 5, 10, 10, 20, 15 years ago. So that's the event management. Event management company. Yes, he's an employer. He needs youngsters. Who are the youngsters with him? Our students only. I mean, they may be engineering, they may be from arts and science college, everything. And those who are talented, they will join the company and they will become better event management. So they charge nearly 2, 3 years. Yeah, even mere photography itself. Photography of a wedding in Kerala and all, we know it costs us 2 to 3 lakhs, one marriage. 3, 4 youngsters are there. There are so many youngsters. And then what about the travel? We all go around traveling. Tours are there. Now with the roads and networking and everything. So tourism is catching up like anything. Who are behind the tourism industry? Online travel bookings are there. And there are many forums like TripAdvisor, so many. And then other online agencies are there. Hotel booking. So these are the sample career options. Many of your students are there, including Uber. There are many. And this is what something is now which we did not know existed earlier. And the third one, design creative arts under this domain. I'll take you to the game designer. Yesterday I was traveling in a bus, a kid next to me, he was full time with a mobile game. There are so many games in his mobile. From where he get it? Somebody designed it. Computer games, your kids also, you won't believe. It was not available to us during our period, that's all. But who designs it? There is something, no? See, to catch the attention of a youngster, you have the creativity, then only games become popular. There are people making living out of it. India, piracy is very much there. That's why in the West and all, it is not possible. All music, all nothing. Copyright, plagiarism, rules are very strict. And they get a good earning. Okay, then fashion stylist. Amazon website, Flipkart website. When you order your dress, male or female or kid, what are the kinds of fashion designs available? Who creates it? Amazon, Studio, Pantaloon, Reliance Trends. Who designs? It was not there. Yes, there are people with design and creative ads, number of them. Web designing, same thing. So now we got an idea when I told you, these are not 7 conventional career patterns. It is for everybody. Okay. So 7 conventional category. Now it is replaced with nearly, there are so many options are 250, 5,000 job types, 40 domain, and these domains were not there during our period or 5-10 years ago. Now it is catching up. This is what we call as a modern economy. Modern economy. All this is related to modern economy. In 1985-90, I remember there was only one single TV channel. Now that's all gone. Okay. Just one moment. I just want to see, is there any comment or anything? Comments gives me, yeah, I can understand you are there and you are listening. Otherwise, no. As I told you, I'm talking to a blackboard. Okay. Okay. So, fine. If you have anything to ask me, any queries, you can ask me. I see a lot of names here. Abhishek sir, done. Okay. Amit Kaudam, Sanil Sinhaji, Dr. Vijay sir, Dr. Chetan sir, Prasad sir, Krishna Prasad sir, Krishna Raj, Anil Kotle, Hangar sir, Manish Kumar sir, all. Yes. Okay. And then I take you to the next one. So this is one not advertisement. There was a newspaper article when this Adani port came up in Kerala, in Trivandrum. Now it has become a huge success. That's what I understand, because it is a very good and natural, the sea depth is quite high here and it should have been opened long ago. So a lot of all these container movement, India will becoming a very big hub. Earlier it was in Sri Lanka, but anyway. So who are the crane operators there? So what you see in this image are the 9 crane operators, and it was a big news in the YouTube also, because this is all about women empowerment. 9 young ladies. You are seeing their smiling faces here. And they are the ones who are operating container movement, huge ships. Containers are there, lifting the container, controlling the container movement. These youngsters, they do with these, yes, lifts. Okay. And for that, their qualification, crane operator task, crane operators, some diploma they got from the Adani NSDC related, because it is Adani is a private company, NSDC is a central government organization. So Adani was offering this course because he knew that there will be, these jobs will come. So the people who attended that course, they got. And who are they? And this is what interested me. I saw the newspaper article. They are in physics. They are from computer engineering. They are from computer science graduate, electronics, instrumentation engineering, commerce, mathematics, physics. Yeah. In what way this job is directly related to their education? So this is what I said in the beginning. After +2, they could have gone for crane operator job and they could have got this for a course and could have got this job. What was the need for them to do physics, engineering? See, we are there, we teachers are there. No, that is our livelihood, agreed. It is not necessary. That is what modern economy is saying. What is what the current generation is thinking about? When they are saying that your seniors, not sorry, their seniors who studied there for the 5-10 years, now everything is catching up in the media like anything. Unemployment, educated youngsters. And what message is giving to the present day school-going students or their parents? And that is what NEP trying to undo. We have to see that it should not happen. The youngsters should get education, sorry, the skill also. Otherwise, they will be unemployable. We come to that. Okay. And then I take you to the next one. World Economic Forum again. So World Economic Forum, they have, this is for the international forum, international data, fastest growing jobs. Already I stated, whether we agree or disagree, whatever might be your field, this is the reality. Big data specialists. Yes. AI and IT, this is what needed. And then comes fintech engineers. You are all from engineering, you know that. The people who are standing between your Paytm or your Amazon or Beam software and between the bank. Yeah, and those engineers, digital services, online, no? Yeah, that's all, making all these financial transactions through the banks transparent and clear cut and accurate. They are great demand. We know that all are going after online payment system. So fintech engineers are there. Then AI, machine learning specialists, AL, ML and all. And then comes the apps. How many apps you are using? Who developed it? Somebody. Okay, but when you're buying or taking it free from the Google or from the Apple, Google Play, or from the Windows or the Microsoft store, or any store for that matter, somebody is there. It is their creativity, digital technology, they are the masters. Okay, and the fifth one, electric vehicles. Electric vehicles in India, it is just 10 to 12% only the market penetration happened. So the remaining nearly 90%, yeah, maybe a few. Anyway, you can put like some 60, 70 electric vehicles come. Why? Because it is compulsory as per the Paris Agreement. 2030, 2050, we have to become net zero, no emissions, fossil fuels. So that means moving away from petrol and diesel and all those system. Yeah, and that's why all these, okay, issues there also. But it is a mandatory, it is an international treaty. So EV vehicles are there. So who will repair them? When the number goes up, opportunities are there. Accessories, electric vehicle accessories. Yeah, batteries, agree. It is all coming from another country. We'll see that. But they are also slowly within another 5-10 years. 5-10 years, Government of India, let us hope it will catch up or something else will happen. But to repair them, servicing them, okay. And similarly, autonomous vehicles, not in India, not permitted, agreed. But auto park is there. No, many cars are with auto park. You leave the vehicle there, and in the supermarket of the shopping mall, no, it will automatically park. Premium cars, the feature, and that is going to catch up. It is very much there in the West. That also is catching up. Autonomous cars. Then what about the solar panel? It's a great demand in India. Number is going up. User number is going up. So what may happen? People to install, service it. Why servicing? Because we are in a country, tropical country, full dust will be there. Someone has to climb up and service. Servicing necessary, just like our AC cleaning. So this is what I say, World Economic Forum. This is not Indian data I'm talking about. International data, 2025. This is where jobs are going to be. Okay. And declining jobs. And that is also there. Fastest declining jobs. Clerical secretary posters. Best example. See, earlier, no, all the engineering students and most of them after engineering, they go for what? Bank jobs. In what way your bank job? Now I used to ask many of my bank friends, in what way? How your job is related to what you studied? And the engineering student is sitting in the bank as a bank manager. And the answer he gave me, yeah, it was very private, sir. Getting a job, no, that is what we counted. But now we know that there are difficulties for us. This is not what we learned. But no, that's why I say, consider yourself as lucky. If you have a wish to be a teacher and you become a teacher, it is a good job. And we are interacting with the youngest days. Yes. And you maybe or may not be happy with your system, management, your colleagues, doesn't matter. At least we have a good job in a reputed institution. Salary may be different because now a lot of competition is there. Anyway, so the question here, engineering graduates going for clerical secretary posts in bank. Now, do we see any advertisements in most of these bank forums? Professional officers, SBI, clerical post, SBI, professional officers. We are not seeing number of applications. What happened? That's all gone. That's all gone. SBI has made best example. They do everything, manual data, automation, AI, OCR, machine learning. They don't care all this clerical stuff at all. Now we have only because your mind, parental generation, many are unaware of using all this or they don't trust. You talk to many people in the rural area, agriculture and business also, they're a little skeptical. But the current youngsters, they have nothing. No, they are not bothered about no. Yeah, they know they are all very experts in using all these gaps. So within another 5-10 years, this also will come down. So we are seeing banks and all these TTRs and all such posters, cashiers and tickle clerks only because that is for the senior citizens of. College. I'm sorry. It is there for the senior generation. So cashiers and ticket clerks. And then what about the bank tellers and data entry? Same thing. That's what I told you. Bank teller posters are coming down. And then accountants and auditors. Okay. So in your engineering field also, just think like this. So if you are feeling that after this, there is will be PSC and UPSC, yes, testers will be there. But who all get job? No, that is a problem. So jobs are coming down. But still we are teachers, no. That's what I used to tell, discuss with many teachers. How many of us are aware, no? Bothered about what is happening to 30, 40 students you are teaching every year. And after they continue their course, complete their course, what is happening to them? Maybe some alumni meeting, something in that all. I'll come to that later. Okay. Then what to be done? So that for that only all these skill-oriented, all these NEP and skill development, all government different they are saying, instead of merely giving theory, give them the training for skill-oriented courses. Okay. So there are various websites like Skill India Mission. Visit the website. There are a long list of courses. The students, while studying in your institution, they can join, enroll their evening time or weekends, and they can get a training. Okay, and which course to select, what course to select. Maybe, yeah, they may be knowing, but even then you can help because no, your experience and student experience is different. Okay, so many of them after +2 join your institution, and by the first semester you come to know most of your students what is their capacity, capabilities, and accordingly you can provide them guidance. And they can join either Skill India or international forums also, and they are reluctant. That is my personal experience of 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 rupees. Yeah, I used to ask them, see, this is for your future. If you like the topic and if you have inclination for that, join for that. For all these entrance coaching, you have paid so much. Okay. So international also very good. And they are the passing, clearing the international courses are not at all very easy. Okay. NPTL is there. And the SWAYAM courses, the MOOC courses. In addition to that, Skill India mission. This is one. Then another one is, there are other websites. And this all know maybe students may not be aware of it. Okay, so in such cases, now one moment, I'll come back. You have to take them to the website. Otherwise, no, they may not go. Okay, if you're an institution, you have the mentoring and the tutoring options, you have to do that. That's what I suggest. Okay, so that's another one. Then we go to the next one, National Skill Development Corporation. This is another website. And that is also when you visit the website, you have to, okay. And you will see pages like this. And this was their old page, and that it is more clear. That's why I'm showing here. So what you see here now, there are options like various options they are given. Partnering. What partnering? NSDC training partner, your college can become a partner, or your department. Civil engineering, mechanical engineering, or chemistry department, any department. Or if institution is not interested, department can do. And then you'll come to know what are the sector skill councils. So where exactly the skill shortage is there. Engineering field also, you'll come to know. And then for your student also, they can visit this website and find out, no, if your institution is not a training partner, they can go to other place. This is nothing other than your institution is also offering courses like this. I'll take you to one page, next page. Yeah. So several colleges. So NSDC skill development centers for students. So they can, this is all after their regular classes, evening batch, weekend batch like that. There will be various courses. So for engineering, it is electric vehicle maintenance, AI, ML basics, CAD, everything. So from a beginning, they can get an idea. Or a healthcare technician, data analytics, everything. So these courses, the students can study in the afternoon time, and they will get them skill oriented. And this goes to their biodata, and there you can help them. That's what I said. And already so many colleges, institute polytechnics, they are affiliated with, yes, NSDC as training partner. Check yourself. Your college has done it or not. If they are not willing to do, I don't have anything to say. But inform the IQSC or course coordinator and all, because when you are offering these courses there, the college becomes attractive, department become attractive. The students will come to know this institution is offering a course in EV maintenance or robotics is a skill-oriented course or anything, metallurgy. It can be other case also. So in addition to the engineering degree or the arts and science degree, they have the option of joining this course also. And then who teaches there? That depends. You can be a teacher, but simply saying no, you know everything about the subject will not help. For that, you have to attend certain courses run by NSDC called Master of Training, Training of Trainer, Training of Trainer, Training of Master Trainers, TOT. Suppose you have a special skill in addition to imagine you are from Sandalwood, sorry, not Sandalwood. Yeah, you are from mechanical engineering, but you know metalwork or embroidery anyway. See, you may be wondering how come an engineering teacher like me, I should teach embroidery. You may be having that skill. There are engineers with pottery skill, weaving skill, embroidery skill, terracotta art skill, traditional cooking, regional recipes. If you are from Kashmir or if you are from Hyderabad, there are certain. Okay, so they are all additional skills you got from your family or somehow through experience, and this can be used by joining the institutions offering. Need not be in your engineering college. Imagine your nearby college is offering a terracotta art. So no, take you to embroidery, Kashmiri embroidery, Kashmiri tourism. There's a lot of future. And if you have a skill in that, and if your institution is not offering, it can be done with the robotics or that all you can decide. Anyway, if any other college is offering, and engineering teacher also can go to a nearby arts and science college and he can offer his expertise. And for that, that art and science college should be offering this NSDC course because they have connected with NSDC and already they are offering course. And you are seeing your college, engineering college, no chance for embroidery. You can go there, that's all. And students from any field can go to that college. It is a NSDC center, and engineering student or maybe a management student, he can go and study this particular embroidery or wood carving courses available. It depends. Skill Sector Council, they have identified what are the job potential and what are the skill shortage, and accordingly they have listed out. So for that, you have to collaborate with the NSDC. That's all you have to keep in your mind. Okay. So you can become a training partner, one option. But imagine you are not interested in becoming a training partner. You are saying, no, I have morning to evening, my college is there, my kids are there, my parents are there, not time for anything. Okay, fine. In such cases, you can help NSDC by associating with in another way, content development. You know the subject. Okay, so you can help NSDC center by providing them or developing, reviewing, or validating their content, academic content. They are offering some course. They are offering a course in metallurgy. You are an expert in metallurgy. You can. Okay. So this is another option. So then that way also you are becoming NSDC partner. But that all depends your personal interest. And the last option, if you are not at all interested in any of this, I don't want to be a teacher, NSDC teacher, I don't want to be an NSDC training content developer, then you have the option of offering internships, helping the students. Don't think that all students know everything. Once again, I'm repeating, because you have years of experience. You are in the academic field, and take it from me, you are the parent, cultural parent. See, after +2, their parents may not have having good education. They invest all the money sending their kids to your college, and they are thinking that that college will provide them everything. And that's why we say biological parents, father, mother, they are leaving their kids to you. Okay, so you have the duty because we are paid for that responsibility. We can train them. We can give them directions. That is what we call a mentoring, tutoring, interaction with them, the right direction, and what to be done, which courses to attend, and what are the future options that will be helpful for the courses they are taken, or based on the taste of the student. That you will come to know after one semester or 1 month of evaluating their assignment seminar. You will come to know. This is it. So that is the NSDC first part. Then this is another one, NSDC, what can be. So here in this image, what you see, this is all about traditional people and their skill and all. But here what you are saying, these people are all traditionally, it is a village group. They know how to make environmentally friendly mat or basket, not plastic, no synthetic metal involved. This is all from a grass. It's a weed in the marshy regions of Kerala, and it is a traditional skill. Imagine you are an engineer or you are a college professor, and you know this art to form. Now you understand how you can help it. Your skill, it can be imparted to others also. And okay, this is how the NSDC training partner part goes. So what is this NSDC training? And for that, no, your college or your management has to decide whether they want to become NSDC partner or not. And many occasions, what happen? Management or the principal, they may be unaware. And simply by applying to the NSDC will not select you. What is required? You have to visit their website. Application formalities are there. Strict evaluation is there. Your ranking, institution ranking, NAC or NBA, NIRF ranking. And then what are the facilities available? Facilities, lab facilities, yes. After the regular hours, this can be utilized. Okay. So for that, there will be strict evaluation. And though there is all this funding support, I nowadays know what I see, there are many institutions with all these very good facilities. So infrastructure, many are with requiring no infrastructure support. And how your college alone can ask for infrastructure, that's a question. Okay. But if you are from a very rural area or economically weaker area, what we call far off areas, mountain belts and all, definitely you can ask for infrastructure lab training facilities. But for that, no, they will be seeing that college's reputation, ranking, and the faculty and their capacities. So this is how this is all gone. So this is in addition to your regular teaching. So you are offering courses like electric vehicle management, solar panel, or digital marketing, or coding, electrician training, anything it can be. Okay. So along with the degree, they will get a job. Okay. And then I go to the next one. This is about, this is all now we are seeing in the newspapers also. Youngsters are plenty, demographic dividend. And it would be a benefit for the India. So here what you see in this image on the right side is Indian population 2024, population pyramid. So here, no, 1.45 billion people, age class variance. So 0 to 5 age class, 4% male, 4% female, 3.8. Okay. And similarly, 5 to 10, how many? So each bar represents an age class. So age class 1, age class 2, 3, 4. So the base of the pyramid, this is pyramid shaped. Why? Because the lower, the bottom age classes 0 to 5, 5 to 10 is having lot of numbers. You can see 4%, 4%, 4% like that. But when it becomes the older ones, 60, 64, in the total Indian population 1.4 billion, you will see only 4% people in the 60s, 60, 64 age group. Okay, so number is more here because these parents are giving, they are reproducing a lot of youngsters, that's all, with family planning or without family planning. Okay, so there is a bulge at the bottom. So what happened? It becomes population structure becomes pyramid shaped. And in social science and biology, we call it as such kind of populations. Growing population, pyramid shaped populations, base is wide. It is not a good sign at all. Base is wide means more and more younger people are coming to the already thickly populated. Okay. At the same time, you look at China on the left side. Their population is not pyramid shaped. Instead, it is urn shaped, pot shaped. So, best example, you can see last base, the portal base, you can see 0 to 5 age class, China is having 1.9%. male population. 0 to 5 age class, youngest is among the Chinese population of 1.42 billion or 1,400 million, only 1.9%. Whereas in India, we have 4%, and that is what all our media and everyone was glorifying. In 2023-24 period, yes, India is having lot of youngest age. 65% of Indian population is under the age of 35. Demographic dividend. China is having only 41%. China is going to suffer. India is going to grow up like anything. And this is what this article. Okay. So, but 2024 data, employment. Yes. Now we are reading more about it. Unemployment in the 2024. Now we can put 2024 to 30 age group also. Very high. Youngest age. Who are these 2024 age group? People who are born after 2000. Gen Z, that's it. Okay. And they are without job. They are all with education. Because so many colleges you have started. Why, yes, sir, you have. We are all there, part of it. They joined there. But after coming out from these colleges, they are not getting a job. And the companies are saying they are not having the skills, practical learning. Because now the companies are different type of companies are there. Practical learning, industry, life skills are not there. Only theory knowledge. Engineering with theory knowledge. Science with a theory knowledge. So when we go into the factory or company, they don't have the skills by the job market. And this is what in 2025, last year, I read this article, very interesting. They predicted it. Indian demographic dividend. Yes, it is a time bomb. Why? People are youngest days are restless. You just imagine your society, 30, 40 of them are youngest days. Every year you are manufacturing. You are manufacturing. We are also doing the same thing. And 30, 40% are like this. And what happens? From your department, you are sending out 40, 60 students. And if they are not getting jobs, where they will go? They will try to sit at home. No, they cannot. And when they go out, they will get into, yes, same group, unemployed group. And that leads to a lot of disillusion, unhappiness, and, unemployed, people, their mindset is different. And what is the sin they did? Error. They joined your college and my college. And they thought after completing the degree, they will get a job. Now they are seeing that they are not getting a job. Okay. So 5-6 months, parents will tolerate it. After that, what happens? Parent might have invested heavily. Yeah. And for that, the parent also should be blamed. And this kid with no liking or no inclination or expertise to study the subject, maybe engineering, or maybe top rated some MBA course, he paid a heavy fee, private institution or government or whatever might be that. Now the parent is seeing that all the money, 3-4 lakhs rupees, 3 years he spent, hostel and everything. It is not providing the bank loan also there and providing the benefits. So definitely the parents, they will blame their children at home. Somehow it will come out. You know how it happens in the families and all, especially when the parents are not educated. Very deadly scenario. So what happens? It's a kind of pressure cooker situation. No peace of mind for the parents, no peace of mind for the youngest days, and they will go out and they become so disillusioned, and they will do, because now it has become necessary for them to make money. They will do anything for money. And this is how this particular article correctly says, Indian demographic dividend, a time bomb. It will burst at any time. People will resentment, disillusioned, unhappiness. That's it. So we are seeing it. And to many of my colleagues also, many meetings I used to say, when you call for your alumni meeting, why the last the youngsters who left 3-4 years, last 3-4 years, why they are not coming? Because they may be yet to reach anywhere. They do not want to see us. That's it. Okay. Any comments or anything to say? Am I right or wrong? Or you disagree with me? Agree with me? Okay. And next we go to the next one. And suddenly we want to know why this is always happened. Industrial revolution. Industrial revolution is the reason, because first industrial revolution happened in 1760, 1840 period. Yeah, mechanization and steam power came. Arrival of a steam engine, James Watt. So what happened? It led to the arrival of small factories, textile mills, and then yeah, lot of other coal industry, lot of industries came. And who are required to organize these programs? Sorry, these industries, unskilled. I'm talking about 1760, 1840. Your great grandfather. What was his education? No schools available, no universities, very few. And only most affluent people can afford that also. So they were all like this. They walked in. When some factory or something came, they joined. And with the arrival of steam engine, this machine, what happened? They went out to the nearby city. Okay. So this is a scenario. What in 1850 and all, that is a period. What was the mode of transport? India, it is mostly bullock cart. Mountain belt, no other animals. Rajasthan, Gujarat, and other animals. So this was our vehicle. No car, no bike, no train. You just imagine you are living in your village or your place. Can you imagine? This is what happened 150 years ago. People were living like this. You are going for marriage. So everything, life will be all within the limits of your rural setup, village. Nothing much is possible. No going out, nothing. This is the animal. Okay. Then pumping water. And for agricultural activities, same thing. So this all changed with the arrival of. And also add to that, we add that people were not landowners at that time. Many were not lucky. They mean that is system, lot of things. Okay. So what happened? People were landless people also. Now suddenly you have a machine and you are coming to know the nearby city. Maharashtra means Mumbai or in the Nagpur or Ludhiana, Kanpur, jobs are there. Delhi, you will move out. And that's what we have seen in movies. And this is the first industrial revolution. So, and before that, no, read it carefully. Each industrial revolution, it changed, transformed society. What transformation happened here? People who were living like this, they all suddenly, they went out from their agriculture, rural life, village to city, many of them. Okay. And money started coming from cities, no, money started coming, and knowledge also. That is first step. And then we go to the second phase of industrial revolution. What happened during this period? And this is what actually Charlie Chaplin, that movie, many of us have watched it. But what is the background of that particular period? The movie is no, it reflects what is happening in the society. So that movie, namely Modern Times. So remember, the name is Modern Times. So with the arrival of electricity, big factories came, assembly lines. Morning to evening, you will be working in a factory doing the same monotonous job, assembling the same thing, morning to evening. How it will be life? It may be a steel factory or a chemical industry. And that movie was created in 1936. And that is what? Yeah. So what is assembly line? Imagine you are born during 1820, 1830, 40 period. You check with your parents how many colleges were there in your region. No chance of any education. Your case I'm talking about. My case also same thing. So our great grandfather, they were not having schools or colleges to study. Maybe schools. Okay. And those who studied in the, whatever might be that with the expertise, they became a factory worker. We may or may not like it. Assembly line, morning to evening sitting like this, doing the same repeated job. It may be an industry, it may be Europe, or it may be in the textile factory, same thing. Another one here, and that is what this video makes it clear. You can see it in this video. I'll take you to that video. As I told you, there will be some interesting videos, so that it will be, yeah, won't be that much. So Charlie Chaplin movie of 1936, he shows how was life during the second industrial revolution with the arrival of electricity, because initially it was all a steam engine, then came the electricity. So with the arrival of electricity, a lot of factories came. Okay, so life changed. What happening? I'm trying to share it, and one moment. Just one moment, I'll come back.
Hi. Hello.
One moment, I stopped it. Yeah, the remaining part, you can see it. So actually, I want to show you only the section where how was life during the Industrial Revolution period, and what was happening, and assembly line. That is with the arrival of electricity, a lot of factories like this happened. So how was life during this period? So that was second Industrial Revolution period, and we have not seen it because we were not during that period. But we'll go to the next slide. Yeah, and that's about, so that is Industrial Revolution. So what happened? Morning to evening, working in a factory. Then came the third Industrial Revolution, and we are in this one. We were born during or studied during this period, at least a few of you. Third Industrial Revolution. So what is the problem with, not problem, what's the advantage in the third Industrial Revolution? Third Industrial Revolution is a period when we have seen the arrival of computers, digital technology. And here also I take you to the example, a classic example, bank managers. So remember, 1990s and all, remember I was doing my PhD in 1988-90 period. No laptop, no computer. Computer just started pouring in, but no MS-DOS, only MS-DOS. Yeah, and that too by 91 only. Okay. So in India, mostly, we were all following typewriting, typing and all. Then suddenly this came into Word, Excel, and then PowerPoint after 5 years and all, MS Office. Can you imagine now anyone of leaving without either MS Office or Linux-based all this file data handling situation, digital expertise? Okay, but there are teachers, even 2005, 2010, many were not willing to take classes in, that's the scenario in, yeah, I have seen many colleges, not interested in using IC tools, LCD, PowerPoint, saying that, no, we prefer to use only chalk and board. Okay, that all changed to the COVID. And then came the next one, namely, next what happened, I would say, arrival of COVID, and then everybody was supposed to go for digital technology. Okay, that's what happened. And similarly about the bank managers also, 2005, or that is the period, around that period, online banking came. And many managers belonging to the old generation, they were not knowing how to use it. They were not expertised. Okay, so what happened? It was a tragedy for the customer. Okay, so banks felt it. And that is one, see, can blame the senior bank managers also. They have only 1 or 2 years to go, or 3-4 years to go. And the verge of retirement suddenly, just like AI has come now, arrival of internet banking. And in banks, you are playing with somebody's cash. One error, yeah, 1 0 there and here, or in, okay. So, and that is the time when banks offered VRS to bank employees, VRS. That is the reason why many left. Okay. And then came the next generation employees who are the present day managers. They are all masters. So this is the second industrial revolution. Sorry, third industrial revolution period. And then we go for the fourth industrial revolution. And we are in this field. Now we are living here. And now what we are seeing? Factories or everywhere, AI, robotics, 3D. And without expertise in any of this, you will struggle. And to understand more about it, I'll take you to another video, very interesting. It is from Tesla. Tesla made it, this is an old video, 4 years, purposefully I took 4 years, because they will be hearing the boasting by Tesla, we are the masters and nobody is going to beat us, and they thought like that. And that is what happened to us also. If we think that we can go with the old syllabus and all, it will not work out. Anyway, so here what happened, Tesla. And in this video, what I want to highlight here is, how is a modern factory working? Okay. And most of the industrialized nations, developed countries, they have increased productivity like this. Productivity, boosting productivity. And your student, your engineering student, or my student, when they get into this factory, how can they survive without the necessary skill? And you first see the video. That's what we have to see. Then I'll come to the later.
Did you know that Tesla produces one brand new Tesla every 30 seconds at their Giga Shanghai facility? Today, we're going to talk about how they are able to churn out new cars so quickly, and why Tesla was able to go from production hell and near bankruptcy in 2017 to cementing their place as one of the top manufacturing companies in the world just 5 years later. So Tesla makes a few different cars, like the Model S, X, and 3, and they all go together a little differently. But for the sake of today's example, we're going to focus just on Tesla's most popular vehicle, the Model Y, and specifically the Model Y variation that they are building at the Gigafactory in Texas, because this is the most clear example of how Tesla makes a vehicle in a way that no other company on Earth can match.
That's what I said. No other, all the companies, Toyota, everyone, even Maruti, they all go for the same thing.
The first stage of this process is going to be fabricating the various panels and vehicle structure that make up the Model Y body. To do that, Tesla is going to use a process called stamping. This is pretty simple. You have two halves of a die mold that hold the shape of the part that you want to make. Then you place a sheet of metal in between those two halves. Typically that's going to be aluminum, and then the machine stamps down on that sheet of metal to form it into the desired shape. There are going to be dozens of these stamping machines involved in fabricating all of the components that make up the body structure. The next step from there is going to be piecing them all together. That's where the big robot arms and conveyor belts start to come into play. They are welding together all of those stamped pieces to begin forming the skeleton of the Model Y body, moving from one robot down the line to the next, each one adding a new piece of the puzzle. This is what they call the body in white stage of the process. The car is not frame is complete. They're going to start attaching all of the body panels, like the fenders, the doors, the hood, and the trunk. These can't just be slapped on by robots, so there are going to be workers attaching and bolting down all of this bodywork. In theory, they would be ensuring that everything is fitted perfectly straight and even. But in practice, Tesla has been known to fall short on that aspect, though apparently Giga Texas is turning that around with nice, tight fits on the bodywork. From there, we go on to the paint shop, where the assembled body gets sprayed with primer and then sanded down to a level surface. Then it goes through a whole series of spraying and dunking and drying sessions, getting multiple layers of paint and gloss, depending on the finish. White is the easiest, that's why it's the cheapest. Red is the most buffed and polished. The body goes off to have all of the interior paneling fitted, the electronics wired up, and the glass installed. Now, simultaneous to all of that, there's going to be a separate process going on to manufacture the Model Y's underbody and powertrain. For that, they're going to start with a structural battery pack. This creates the central frame section of the vehicle in addition to holding all of the 4680 battery cells along with the integrated cooling and electrical architecture. Then to that battery pack, they are going to directly bolt on the front and rear Giga castings, and that is the entire underbody ready to go in a few steps. The electric motors are then integrated into the Giga castings, one in the front and one in the back. Each is connected through a gearbox into the drive axles for all four wheels. The suspension is all tied into the castings, and the brakes and wheels are added to create a big rolling structure, kind of like a skateboard. Then on top of the battery pack, they are going to lay down the carpeted flooring, attach the center console and interior trim, and that is going to be to drop the finished body directly on top of the perimeter of the structural pack and castings. Again, in theory, this is where any defects and issues are identified and fixed before the vehicle rolls out to be delivered to the customer. Now, that is how the process works at Giga Texas, and it's fairly similar at Giga Shanghai, so now you have some additional context for how incredible it is that all of that can be done so efficiently that they can produce a brand new Tesla every 30 seconds at the Shanghai factory.
So you heard the last sentence statement. This is how the modern fourth industrial revolution period and the factories are like this. So the question is, what kind of skills you have provided to your youngsters from your college? Okay, polytechnic or engineering or arts and science college, because after that, the student will be going for a job here. And what he knows about practical skill, theory knowledge, leave it. And this is what matters. And this is what NEP say. So that is why students are struggling. And this is not only in India, in one company, there are so many companies. I'll take you to, and we'll take, it is time for us to take a break. I'll stop with it here. Yeah, this is not only in this one alone. There are so many companies are there. They're all following the same machinery, same setup, so same training. So boosting productivity every 5 minutes or 30 seconds, one car, boosting productivity with the fourth industrial revolution. AI, robotics, machines are communicating. Who are required here? That's what I said. Only talented, specially skilled youngsters can survive there. Others will be jobless. They will not get a job. Highly skilled, talented individuals, others will not get a job. So this is how all factories, Volkswagen or Toyota or Maruti Suzuki, everything working. Okay, so we'll rejoin after Now a 10 minutes break. Am I right? Now it's 3:33. So I'll rejoin by 3:45. Okay, please come back. So good afternoon. I am back here now. I'll be going with the remaining part of the presentation. So what you have seen in all this, the fourth industrial revolution, and how the industries are shaping up, what kind of skills are there, and how they are boosting productivity with what they have. Okay, and this is not only the case of this field alone. In the other fields like agriculture, same thing. If you are seeing that US and European countries are marching ahead with all their agriculture exports are coming to our country, often we read in our newspapers, that's all subsidized item they are pumping into us. It's not that way because we cannot cut it off. Because if we stop their importing, export to our country, they will say they don't require our products. That's what happened with the now classic example was the case of garment industry. Now, who is our bigger competitor? The nearby country. Yeah, the poorest one, Bangladesh, they are getting all the advantage. That's why. Anyway, and then the topic, if anybody is interested, I will discuss later. Otherwise, I'll go to, what we see, robotic harvesters, AI-driven drones, and all these. Okay, and that's how they are marching ahead. Okay, so the skills to operate all these, that's what required. So I'll take you to one, okay, I think I show it later. Now already one video over and I do not know how many of you are aware there. Okay, so we'll go to the next part. So in the agriculture also same thing, and in the garment industry also same thing. So what we see here, this is all countries with the top skills in these areas, they are marching ahead. So what is happening? Okay. Yeah, I'll take you to another one. Food processing is another one. Robotic arms and all. Food industry, textile industry, robotic sieving machine, smart fabric cutting. And they're all countries like Vietnam and Bangladesh. If they are marching ahead, that is because of the country, the population, they have skill, and also, they have mastered the technology, robotics and AI, how it can be suited for. And there are a lot of youngsters who are trained in this field. And I'll tell you with another one more video, and there you will see this all involves R&D also, research and development. When we think about research and development, we think about papers and patents and all. See, patents should ultimately end up as equipments, not translated into products like this. And here in this video, you are seeing, we are not seeing anything about, it's a patent for different thing. 2 years of R&D, how they developed this one. This is the modern technology.
We are Kernel Foods. We're based here in New York City. The company got started about 2 years ago, did 2 years of R&D, trying to figure out how to take chef-crafted, fresh...
Carefully, 2 years of R&D to make out this machine. Okay, so they have a patent, now the company is coming out, and what our point here, see when restaurants like this is coming up, okay, what skills are necessary to run in, work in this instrument, to manage these instruments and to work in that factories and all. So what kind of training from our traditional way of teaching gives to our students? Suppose somebody from here, completing the hotel management or whatever might be the course, getting a job in a restaurant like this, how can they operate it unless they have the experience, internship, skill? That's it.
fresh food that's made every single day and turn it into fast food using ingredients that you would find in your kitchen. The food industry is certainly facing some challenges these days, and one of them revolves around labor. What we've set out to do is look to say, what are the jobs that are the least appealing to people in the industry, where we could use automation to supplement and make the rest of the jobs, better paying jobs, jobs that you want to stay in. When you walk into the back of the kitchen, you find this role, the expediter. The person in the back, often screaming and yelling, there's tickets flying around, orders are coming through, orders are being called out. Then when you're dealing with hot food, there's loading in and out of the oven and making sure that you're timing things all in the right way. This is where using a multi-axis robot from KUKA and the automation technology that we put around it allows us to simplify that process and create a whole lot of consistency. And that's where I think we've done something pretty unique.
So, so this is another example. So where also what we see industrialized countries or whatever might be that they are with their technology R&D. They are using this kind of technologies and to work in such an setup. No, what exactly occurred? We go back to the my PowerPoint. So this is the background of what I say, like skilling, evolution. That's what happened. So what is required? What is the challenge? Fourth industrial revolution. Jobs are there, but not with the old type of skills and all. It will not work out. New opportunities, access and all. So there's a growing demand for highly skilled workers. Yeah, it may be in technology, programming, or AI, or data analytics. Semi-skilled, unskilled, what happened? So I have shown you one or two examples. The Tesla factory, and then that particular KUKA robot coming in the restaurant and all. So operating, and so what is the requirement? So large number of people, yes, if that is good or not, yes, it is good, provided they have the training. Otherwise, what may happen? And that's what you have to think about. Skill requirement shift is having growing demand for. Yes, otherwise, traditionally, economic impact will be, and that is what countries like India should be very careful, and that's what the NEP government is trying to change. Vocational education, training in technology-related fields. Millions of youth. This is actually 2 years ago an article 2 years old. There is a gap between skill and job market. And then what we have to think about ourselves, another important thing, this is what we often hear from various media, like we are in the top 10, and yeah, that is a great achievement. All around the world, there are 197 countries, and India is among the top 10 countries. Okay, but when you look at the figure, what you have to understand, see here we have US with the $20 trillion their economy, China with the $20 trillion their economy, and all other countries 4, 4, 3 like that. And other countries, at least, except, yeah, we can say population is less. Brazil is, though it is a very large area, it is having a very small population only. So what about India? India and China, when we compare, see, China is with the $20 trillion now, and India stands with the 4.2 or $5 trillion. They are 4 to 5 times ahead of us. Their economy, the same country was behind us in 90s, poorer than us. Now they have leaped into this position. How it is possible? Productive and skilled workforce. Then per head income also higher. How they have reached this level? And that takes us to the core point of this NEP skill development. Link between education, economic development. Economic growth is a function of cognitive skills of the population. 75% of variation GDP. This all coming from cognitive skill. If your population is good, that is good for the country. Otherwise, what may happen? This is what these two scientists, very well reputed international economic scientists, Hanushak and Wasserman, knowledge capital concept. Okay, so yeah, and that knowledge capital of nations in that particular book, Education and the Economics of Growth, Hanushak and Wasserman clearly states that it is what matters is actually, it is not how many students are going to school, how many are attending, how many colleges are there, whether we are literacy is 100% or 90%. It is not matter. What matters is, yes, what is the learning outcome? What we study with our education. We have all these educated youngsters. When they come out from that, what creativity, what they can do for the society from their education, and how skilled they have become. Okay, and this is what we have studied with this Bloom's taxonomy also. So in the Bloom's taxonomy, it is all about cognitive skill, learning skills. There are 6 levels of learning skills. Okay, 6 learning level. Yeah. So first, I would say, what is cognitive skill? So cognitive skill is, yeah, the capacity of our brain to think and learn and create everything. Okay. So when you send your kids to school, what happened? What happened? So initially during the up to 10th or +2, lower order thinking skills. The children gets, okay. So they study basic things. Then from then onwards, when they enter into colleges, higher order thinking skills. when they come out, no, they should be able to analyze, they should be able to evaluate, they should be able to create something based on their education. So in the schools, it happens, remembering, understanding, applying. Okay. And they went to go to the cognitive skill level 1, lower order thinking skill, cognitive skills 2, higher order thinking skills when they come out. So they should be able in engineering education, arts and science education, they should be able to analyze what is required. Okay. And then evaluate, judgment, criteria, and ultimately produce something. If it is a music industry, yeah, what kind of music to be created? So how it can contribute to personal growth as well as economic growth of the country. From where all the music and movies are coming? Only from specific countries. Why? They have the creativity, we simply watch it. And then a similar research paper, article, researching and experiment, all this comes under the category creativity. So that is what creativity, highest level of cognitive skill. So countries with the highest level of cognitive skills, they are blessed. And there is an international exam called PISA. And this PISA is a very funny name. And it is known as the Program for International Student Assessment. What student assessment? It assesses the performance of education system, Indian education system or Chinese system or Singapore, which education system is good. We say ours is top. Yeah, if you feel yours is top class and all. Yeah, and it is a criterion. They have this PISA test is conducted by an organization called OECD, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. 38 countries, developed countries, mostly European American countries, they are behind it. And their aim is to promoting policies that improve the economic, social well-being of people around the world. What is that? You see, we have the neighbors, Pakistan and Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. Imagine they are not, people are not economically, they are free and the country is not going, social well-being is poor. What happened? They will enter into India. There is no doubt about it. Already we are seeing a lot of Bangladeshis, why they are coming to, entering into India. Highly populous country, no job, so all this difficult economy is not at all good. So they enter into India. It is a threat for. Anyway, so this is what these 38 country organizations now they have certain what we call steps they have taken. Because so they help what are the issues and how to sort it out. So OECD is there. So the OECD is conducting this test. This test is a funny name, PISA. This is for, yes, this is for understanding, testing the education system. Okay, it's testing the education system means what? It's a 2-hour test. Once in 3 years, this test is conducted. Now in 2022, this was conducted. 2025, it is conducted. Result is yet to come out. So once in 3 years, this goes on. And then what is tested? There is no pre-coaching. 5,000 students from each country, and the cognitive skills of the students are tested. Cognitive skills, the capacity of brain to think and analyze and come to a decision. So the test is meant for the 15-year-old students. So who are the 15-year-old students? 10th, 11th standard students. So from India, 5,000, China, 5,000, and then from Korea, 5,000, like that. Okay. So all from the world, all countries, they can send 5,000 students for this test. India in 2009, we sent and, okay, you know, it was a very sad story. Totally 74 countries participated. We were 73rd. All in the world, 197 countries are there. Only 79 participated. Okay, others leave it. And among the 79 countries participated, we were the 73rd. Thereafter, Government of India is not sending because they know that our students will not fare well. And that leads to the question, why we are faring lower in such kind of international exams with good intention? It is a 2-hour test. The skill of the student in maths, science, problem-solving capacity, critical evaluation, and that is what evaluated. And this is all without any pre-coaching. No coaching, not like in our entrance exam or anything at all. So who are the toppers in these days? And that's what you have to understand in PISA 2000 test and all. So the toppers you can see, this is the result of PISA 2022, the last test, Wikipedia, it is available. Altogether 81 countries participated. 197 countries in the world. And in these 197 countries, 81 countries, the green colored ones are the toppers. Okay, red ones are the lowest performers. Orange color are the mid-level performers. And this gray color, definitely you will be looking at India. India, you will see gray color. We didn't participate. Okay, so here you can see Africa did not participate. So many countries in Africa, they did not. Asia, yes, a few countries, Kazakhstan and Mongolia only participated. Others did not. Okay, Russia, no. Okay, so the top airs are all, here you can see, all in green color. North America, Canada, United States, and then Europe, some European countries, and Australia, New Zealand. Okay, and in Asia also a few countries. Okay, and there South America is in red color. Red color, lowest performers. Okay, and mid-level some other countries. So, but the most interesting aspect is who are the top airs? Who are the top airs? You look at the top airs list: Singapore, China, not entire China, Taiwan, Japan, Korea, Hong Kong. Six Asian countries. They are the top pairs of this test. And what do you mean by this PISA is meant for what? This is for the cognitive skills of the students, 15-year-old students. So 15-year-old students, when they are tested for their cognitive skills, thinking capacity, science, maths, knowledge, and all, these 6 countries are the world leaders. And who are these 6 countries? They are the countries known as East Asian Miracle. East Asian Miracle by World Bank. Because from 1960 onwards, they are the countries with extraordinary economic growth. Industry, engineering, everything. All the products are from these countries. Not, I would say all the products, but products from those countries, no, they are the market leaders. We know them: South Korea, Japan, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore, and all. Okay. So what's the message here? Here you just see that. And this is a test conducted by the European countries mostly. Okay. And there in that particular test, the performance as from the performance of Asian students are high. Okay. And what is the yeah, India, this is what I said, 2009, and we didn't do well. And what is the message from this test? Yeah, this helps us to understand which which countries are having good education system, and where do we stand, and policy making, what to be done. That is what NEP is telling us. Okay. Then global perspective, where do we stand internationally? International test, it gives data, and which education system is good. And the 5th one, very important, who is responsible? If 5,000 students from this country went for the exam, and if they have not done well, education system, and what is your role or my role? I am a teacher. I have been there 30 years. And if our students are not performing well, yes, there is something wrong. And we have to, yeah, it is, you take it as a tool for positive change. And that is what NEP is telling us. And the skill development is coming up there. Okay. And then we go to, and another example, no, this also I like to, because otherwise I will get questions. I do not know how many of you are there and listening. Agriculture. Yeah, you will say definitely 55% of Indian populations or Indian working force is with the agriculture. Yes, that is true. Out of the 55, 42% are directly India. I'm talking about India. And then agriculture is the very important. But GDP, yes, its contribution to GDP is only 17%. Okay, so that means a lot of people are working, income is less, and contribution to Indian economy is also less. Okay, that is one side. Anyway, now we go to who are the major producers of agriculture, exporters of agricultural product, exporters of agriculture, because they are having surplus products. That is why they are exporting. Okay, and they are number 1, America. Yes, they have, we know that. And how America? Because the modernization, the kind of technology they are using, they have reached this level. And that is one reason. Then another one, definitely to help their farmers, they have subsidies also. That is also there. Okay. And the second one, that is the most surprising one, a small country, which is just 1/200 the size of America. They are the second largest agriculture exporters. Behind them, Brazil, Germany, China, all, they're all big countries. How come this small country? You just look at this table, you can see the size difference. America, 98 lakh square kilometer area, land area. Netherlands only 37,000, not lakhs, 37,000 square kilometer area, not even 1 lakh square kilometer. They are the second largest, and they are ahead of China and Brazil, 85 lakhs. Australia, 77 lakhs. How come that? And that is where their skill, their research and effort, R&D for universities. Okay, so based on the need of the society, that is the economy, agriculture economy. Okay. So, and one example I prefer to cite, you can see in this figure, average tomato yield from 1 hectare, India produces 25 tons. Indian farmer, traditional technology, or the most modern technology, our productivity is at this level. And whereas in this country, this is 200, 250, 600. European countries. And how can we compete with them? And how they reach that level? And that is what their agriculture skill. They have the technology skills developed based on their R&D, research development is there. And that led to the arrival of various modern agriculture skill. Okay. And you will be surprised to know, second largest agriculture exporter with less than 0.5% of the land. This is mostly about engineering also comes here. They go for indoor farming, then algorithms, precision agriculture, computer monitored, okay, data monitored, now AI monitored, precise climatic conditions, soil climatic conditions they maintain, and LED light. That's another thing. They have researched out, found out that some plants can be grown with LED light. See, it is a European country. They have a temperate climate, snow and everything. Sun itself is missing. Okay, so summer is short, but there they have found out a methodology. Instead of sunlight, LED light, and the remaining part okay. So with LED light, what it happens? You can see in this image. They have huge farms, and those farms are known as the greenhouse farms. Greenhouse farms. These all are industrial marvels. That's what I would say. And you read it carefully. That country is having 37,000 square kilometers of area. Okay. And among the entire land, only less than 1% is used for agriculture. So using limited land with agriculture for agriculture, they have shown the world or showing the world with their research effort and all, how agriculture can be done with minimum space, maximum productivity. Remember what I said earlier? We produce from 1 hectare 25 tons of tomato, and their productivity is 250 tons or 600 tons of tomato. So productivity. And what you see in this image is a greenhouse farm area, 10 to 15 hectares. 1 hectare is, I would say, 1 football ground. Here you can see cars and all. So inside these huge buildings, agriculture, soilless agriculture, using the modern technology again. Yeah, soilless agriculture. And all these buildings are covered with a transparent material, plastic-like. Yes, so sunlight can enter when it is available. And during other time, they depend upon, as I said, LED light. Okay, then what about the heating? Europe and cold climate conditions and everything. Yeah, central heating mechanism, precision agriculture, computer monitored, precision, the temperature is monitored, water usage is also monitored. Okay, and the soil is not used. Instead, it is a kind of modified hydroponic, aquaponic agriculture. They have found out that instead of that soil, some other media can be used. And the remaining part, you check it, you watch yourself, and then we come to conclusion. And then watching the video, what we have to see, these are all the skills, agreed. And who are working? Unemployment, which we are facing. Okay, so with agriculture, unemployment is there. Okay, and from here onwards.
Welcome to our farm.
and look at carefully, these materials are not plastic. This all biodegradable material that you will be seeing at the end of the video, it will be pulverized, number one. And these pipes are all with, it is for the soil moisture maintenance, computer monitored. And the material used is not soil. And who are working here? Okay. And what about pests and pesticides? So this is the interior, and so the roof is covered with the transparent material. Okay, so it's a kind of sheet, and that can be closed or open based on the need of the farming industry. Okay, so the owner. Okay, and who are working here? That's the key point I'm repeatedly saying, youngsters. So in this image, what you see here, this is the usage of AI and robotics and automation. The next images also. So this was said, each greenhouse is the size of 14-15 hectares. 1 hectare, 1 football ground. Okay, so large houses, high productive plants, and technology. If you think that this is all possible with what we say, developed countries, there are other countries also, the nearby region, who are using the same technology, Azerbaijan and like that, 7-8 years. Azerbaijan is a comparatively poor country. So this is how their agriculture and the technology and it's going on. Then we are asked, okay, and then another one, no, this is what I said. So R&D, as I told you, like inside the greenhouse, LED lights are used, soilless agriculture, advertisement from Philips company again. They are saying that their lights, LED lights can be utilized. So what do you see here? Research and development by someone. Maybe Philips have contributed to that. And then with the university support, and it's a collaboration between industry and universities. A product is out, and this is useful for the farmers. That is what we call as merely making patents. Publications alone will not help. There should be translational parties there. It should materialize into some product, and that is what happening in these countries. And then this is the same thing which I told earlier, robotic harvesters, autonomous drones, they are there. So this is their advantage. Okay. And then what material they are using, that was the one which we should understand also. Indian knowledge system, when my government is saying make use of the government system, there are a lot of criticism often coming, but you must be surprised to hear the material they used mostly in these industrial greenhouses are, European greenhouses are coconut fiber, and this coconut fiber goes from India, Sri Lanka, mostly 80%. And in some European countries, they take it from Mexico also. Okay, so they have researched out, they have found out that this can be utilized as a soilless media, and what is these organic natural properties and all, number one. And then another material, okay, and when I'm talking to you, I'm talking from South India. We have so much of all this coconut fiber here. And this has been, and this is all this development happened during last 10-15 years only, agriculture. Another material they used for agriculture is volcanic rock. So this is also R&D effort. Rocks heated to 1600 degrees Celsius. So you are almost basically from engineering colleges and all. So this is the other side, you have to see that. Anyone can do the research. And they have found out that this can be, heated material can be sponge-like it becomes. It is useful for the agriculture. Okay. And how, yeah, Indian knowledge system, again, South Indian farmers, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, they all know that coconut is having all these coconut huskies there, no? That is it is not a biodegradable easily. And that material is used for agriculture. And India, no, we export like raw cocoa pit. We just simply wash it, dry it, compress, and it is okay. So this is the unprocessed, okay, semi-processed. And next to what happened, this material in the European countries and the East Asian, China and all, they convert into material that can be used inside greenhouse markets. Greenhouse. Okay. So what is the material they use there? That is, they have patented methods. Tannin reduction. Coconut fiber contains the raw one, natural one contains that material tannin, and that is not good for plant growth. Okay, so they remove that and add bacteria, useful bacteria. Vermicompostings are next, and also bacteria, fungi, and some other material also. Fertilizer, not biofertilizer, like zeolite, aluminum phosphate from organic oak again. So what happened? This is all branded, and that's what I told in beginning. Sorry, when I was showing that greenhouse media, I was telling all those plastic buckets or plackets where the plants are growing are hydroponic company products, premium hydroponic substrates. Okay, so here we are seeing the technology of using coconut fiber for soil conditioning. Yes, it was known to us. But last 20 years, what has happened is it has been patented. And we say patented, yes, now it becomes a difficult process for even you cannot market easily like that. Microbial inoculation, that is also patented. So now the semi-processed cocoa bit raw material from Asia and all, it is a technologically value and very useful material inside these greenhouses, and they use it. And then we come back to, because otherwise, again, I'll get questions. How it is relevant. See, what you see in this image is 2025 image in one newspaper. And there we are seeing the farmers are drying turmeric in the Nizamabad agricultural market. This is the drying methodology traditionally used in India for a long period of time. See, you just compare with what you have seen on the other side, other part of the world. See, drying turmeric like this, how many days it will take? Number one, who are working here? Number two, and their kids are in your engineering college or in my college, maybe with loan or without loan, whatever might be that. So these poor farmers, they place a lot of hope in the education of their kids. Okay, and and why they are continuing with the old style of traditional agriculture, we cannot blame them. We are to be blamed because they do not know the technology. It is our responsibility to teach them how we done it. And this is what exactly the skill development part says. Yeah, if you are in a rural belt, because India, 55% rural area, rural population, agriculture, major economy. And we will say, no, this is not our responsibility. Agriculture university has to do that, nothing like that. That is what the NEP is telling us. Your institution, they can bring in any course that is suitable for your region. Okay, and should generate skills, and that should be useful for the locality. So what we can think, what we can do, you may be thinking like, what we can do is we can provide education and training. When you bring in a courses that is useful for the agriculture of the region, the students, young generation who are interested in agriculture, they come to know these are the modern farming techniques, and we cannot expect these poor farmers to learn all this. Okay, so they will come to know, and then they will know how to market it out, and the products also value addition, because many of our products like cocoa and banana, pineapple, this all we do not know how to make it as marketable product. I'm talking to you from Calicut, and this is a region where we get a lot of pineapple, everything. But we see value-added products from Malaysia, Indonesia, even coconut milk also. Till recently, that was the story. It was coming from Nestle, Sri Lanka, and all. And this is where we failed. Okay, and then suppose you are in a rural belt, and your college can provide a model farm on campus equipped with the modern farming techniques. That is the practical theory plus practical. With the precision agriculture tools, automated machinery, irrigation systems. Maybe your engineering college, you also can do that. Okay, or technologies like drones for crop monitoring, IoT sensors for soil and crop health. Okay, precision agriculture. Mobile apps for farm management, AI tools now. I'll take you to another video. Pest control, wild animal control, all with AI. See, there are a lot of options are there. Give the opportunity to students. They will make use of. See, why I'm saying that we know that, see, 55% of India's working force is like this. 55% of country's workforce, they are agriculture. Big politics, sorry. Yes, it is involved. Why? Because they are the biggest vote bank also. Biggest vote bank also. So to teach something, to take something to these farmers require investment. Government or private companies and all has to be involved. And when that subject comes, Indian politics plays. You know what happened? When I told you it is a 50% of people like this, they are illiterate, they believe in their leaders, and they are misled by the politics. And that's what happened. So any government, for this government, or I do not know. Anyway, so government policies, no, it will be opposed, and farmers will be opposing. Okay, and that is the difference between literate farmers in the other part of the world and yeah, we cannot blame them, because they are straightforward, innocent people. They believe in what their leaders say. And there comes our time. Sorry, our role. Since we are mostly neutral. We are not openly politicians. When you bring in courses like this, your college or region, that gives training to your students. And the students can become maybe farmers, or entrepreneurship is possible, small industries, agriculture industries like this, and that will lead to overall development. Okay, and in that one, engineering colleges, they have a lot to do, a model campus in your campus. So India being all its states, different types of agriculture, you think about it. If these countries like Denmark, they started doing from 1970s onwards. 1940s exactly, World War II. There was a lot of issues with the German invasion, and they were starving. Many hungry deaths happened, and they decided there was a statement like this will be the last famine for that country. And thereafter, they went like this. They are the #2 in the world export of agriculture products. Okay. And then I take you to the next part, electric vehicle industry. 53% electric vehicle battery, all from China now currently, because lithium iron phosphate batteries, they have become so popular. And in India, what was happening? 2023-24 period. Nearly 20 lakhs vehicles we sold, all batteries with batteries from China. Who made money? That's what we have to ask. And what we were doing, And this is a very good article, and they have written India became the electric vehicle colony of China. And even now, what is happening? Even now, same thing, more or less. Only thing, battery packs are created. Batteries are there. Battery cell has to come from China. Why? Because they have better material. Lithium, cobalt, graphite, all this is required. Refining capacity China has. Cheap import is there. Lithium. So ultimately, battery cells, no, it has to be mostly battery cell importing from China, South Korea, Japan. And our companies, our Exide, Amara Raja, Tata, everything, Ola Electric, they all assemble packs. But we are under the impression, because there was one meeting, one professor was so irritated. He was telling, sir, you are all highlighting this is all happening from others. I said, this is the reality. And he was telling a lot of MSMEs are. I asked him, what is MSME? Okay, it's a small industry, and their role is no, they are not producing anything. They're just repacking. And this is what China's scores. They start from the scratch. They know how to make lithium processing, number one. Then making it into lithium cell. Okay, lithium, okay. And the same is the case with the cobalt. Cobalt also. They explore from Indonesia. Okay, and from there, no, they're taken to the country and they have the cycle. Okay, so that is the advantage for them. Okay, and same story repeated in the case of solar panels also. 80% of world leader is China. Global solar cell production from China. Even now, we import polysilicon, wafers, ingots needed for solar modules from China. We pack it. Companies sell it as their solar module, but the basic material, it is from, we don't have the refining facility. So we imports. Chinese companies are the, and they are able to produce close to subsidy is there, agreed, cheap financing, but they have a lot of people who are skilled in that. Indian manufacturers, we are struggling. Okay, but in the coming years, it may develop. But meanwhile, now what I heard is there is a lot of opposition against China towards lithium, iron phosphate and all. They are now exploiting from South America and Africa. Now they are ready with, and they are using the patented technology. Now they are ready with the next technology. Instead of lithium iron phosphate battery, they are going to come out with lithium iron phosphate. Now they are coming to sodium battery. Sodium means sodium chloride, salt. It is cheaper. Okay, so with 20 years of research, they reached this level. It all started from America, 96, one person finding out, no, that is lithium. It can be used in the electric battery as a cathode material. That's all they did. After that, everything by Chinese. Okay, so the research out, now their products are there. Okay, so lithium iron phosphate, cathode already mentioned. Okay. So meanwhile, no other international competitors were going with the nickel, cobalt, manganese batteries. But China understood with their research. I do not know how it worked out, but they realized that this material will not last long. Supply chain, nickel and cobalt, it has to come from, its resources are limited. And so they went after lithium, sustainability. Okay. So that is there. And then initially it was all BYD also included with the Chinese government support, subsidies and all. And there are a lot of environmental concerns. That is what I read. I referred from many places like, yeah, how they make these factories and where exactly, and the kind of pollution it has created in various parts of the world. Mining in South America, in their own country. A lot of factories are there, waste is there. But that is how they could make cheaper batteries. And the research also helped them. Okay, but European countries, they have their own strict rules and all. They couldn't catch up with them. So now what may happen? Let us wait and see. So what I want to say, 80%, 53%, 80% of all the solar panel is from China. We still import solar material from China. We just assembly only. Solar cells, again, same problem. Why we are like this? Any doubt, I'll share these articles with you. You can check yourself. So what we have to think about? GDP, we are one among the top 10D. Great achievement, agreed. But we have to ask a question. 17%, which I told you earlier, world population, we are there. How come we are so dependent on this country? Their skill and development. So then another one is all these products. This one product I have taken from the Amazon. All Chinese product, OnePlus or Realme or Redmi, Realme, OnePlus, everything global dominant because they have the basic processing skill and technology that makes their products cheaper. You may say produce in India, but the product lithium battery has to come from China and they sell it for a margin. That's what happened. Okay. And then another material, rare earth element, same story. You might have heard about it. I'll share the link later. China is using the rare earth element expertise. And if you have any issues with the country, that's what happened 2 months or 3 months ago. There was a negotiation. There was an issue with China. That's all regarding the boundaries. Indian automobile case, Indian smartphone industry, it will collapse if China stops supplying rare earth elements. 17 rare earth elements. There is nothing rare. These are not rare at all. They are present in India also in huge quantity. Only thing we don't have the skill or technology. And what are those rare earth elements? Each mobile phone, smartphone, not mobile phone, smartphone, 6 to 7 rare earth elements are there. One example, camera lens coating, lambdanum has to come from China. Otherwise, your camera is without lens coating. Clarity is not there. I understood. Number one. Number two, electric vehicles. Electric vehicles also same story. Yeah, you can see display, europium, terbium is required. It has to come from China. Okay, so China's rare earth dominant. How they reach that level? Their research, their investment, and their skill, and the number of people available for all these factories. Okay, so this is what we have to think about. So how they reach the level, and that comes to the next part. One moment. So the reforms in vocational education, and that is what we are seeing here. Beware. So what happened? They have the same education system as like always, university and colleges, engineering colleges, ITI, polytechnics, everything. But one difference is students will, after the 9th grade or they are +2, you can say like that, they go for vocational schools. Vocational schools. ITI and polytechnic and all mostly. 50% of Chinese students go for vocational, not for degrees and all. So what happened? Now we can understand why. Okay, number one, all these international companies, whatever might be our recognition of China, they don't care about it. They have a lot of youngsters, 17% of world population India, 17% of that country, but the people with the skill, that is ITI and polytechnic kind of training skills, and they are ready to work for the factories, okay, with the experience. And then another one, partnership, industry and college or university partnership. So what happened? Companies, industry designs the courses. So based on the needs of the companies, yeah, companies courses are, okay, companies co-design courses. So suppose you are from a solar panel belt, solar industry belt, what happened? Solar companies, they have courses, and the students of the region will be studying in the solar-based courses, and they come out from those companies with all these colleges with theory knowledge, and half of practicals or half of their time will be in factories. So companies co-design courses, and then what happened? Dual education. 50% of their education factories, that is their laboratory. So what do you see? Job ready skills. So student with the solar, I said, it can be battery or it can be agro industry. Same is the case with the Denmark also, what we have seen. Courses are there, agriculture university, other universities. Students will be spending half of the time internship, apprenticeship in this site of factories. Maybe a greenhouse fan or maybe something else. So this is a system, industry academic partnership. And we are all masters of academic industry partnership for entering NAC records. I don't have to explain further. Okay, so this is the reality. Number two, ecosystem is different. Number three, funding. And I get the complaint, no, we are not having necessary funds and all. Government is not giving all those things. Okay, see, funds were there. BVOC degrees were offered in colleges. Nobody took it seriously. And then what happened? No, there are a lot of funds from various organizations, UGC or DBT or anyway, various organizations are there. It was given to the colleges from 1990s and 2000 and all, I remember. Okay, DST FIST, UGC CP, a lot of things were there. But the problem, the money came to each college. It was not spent correctly. That's the answer I would say. Those colleges where the money reached, it was grabbed by certain departments. I said grabbed. Powerful departments, powerful teachers, politics, everything, management decision. Ultimately, what happened? Some equipments purchased and the money spent, we do not know. Chinese system is different. Okay, so now we have PM Usha, PM Ursa. Even if you are not getting any of these funds, it is your duty, your institution's duty to say that good labs, AI, robotics, training centers, and a partnership with the industry is made possible. Otherwise, students will go elsewhere. Your college will be empty. You have another 10-20 years to go there means, now we got the message. Okay, students will not come. And talking from Kerala, same thing. Tamil Nadu also same thing happened. Engineering college also, many of them collapsing. And okay, so vocational schools, state of the art. Okay, and then another important thing, what kind of courses to be taught? All these are compulsory as per the, because these are the modern courses. In China and all, they have been doing it for the past 10-15 years. It is strictly monitored. Funds going to the college, it should be correctly utilized. Otherwise, remember, that is a country with no democracy, nothing at all. All decisions come from the top. If you are taking 1 crore rupees from the central government, you are answerable. Okay. And what to teach? AI, machine learning, robotics, all these courses, semiconductor fabrication. Now, government of India, or it is taking all that is possible. Even if take, that is the thing. Yeah. Minister Ashwini Vaishnavi was telling like, even if it take 5-10 years, 20 years also, we have to stop depending on other country. Everything from the scratch to the product in the semiconductor industry. So 73,000 crores for the semiconductor industry government has given, tie-ups and all. And now second phase, I heard it is 1.3 lakhs crore rupees given by government of India. Okay, so that is their aim. Like, and then next one, yes, vocational careers are respected. ITI, Polytechnic, all these are respected. What is the scenario in India? You know that. Can you imagine your children or going for ITI course or a Polytechnic course? Even if you are willing to send, your family will not allow it. So that's the difference. And then craftsman spirit, very young, from a very young age, nursery school itself. You can see number of YouTube videos, what these kids in the China and all. Yeah, each one, they will be looking for some kind of crafts. It may be painting, embroidery, or some tool making. I'm not saying kids have to do that, but it is part of their system. Playing, dancing, everything is there. But also this one. So from a very young age, the kids will be competing with each other to become a master in some art. And that is what. And what we do, we have all play schools, all play. Then after coming home, again play, because serials and that is what we do, imitating something, some song or something. Yeah, I would not say that is not necessary, but this is a problem. Like, so why the nearby neighbor is neighboring? Yeah, it is marching ahead. This is the reason. Okay, so this I said. And then we go to the next part, continuous reform. All the syllabus, it will not work out. If you are engineering college, you have to see that automation, AI skills, and whatever is there. And also the teacher has to update what you learn from your teachers during your study period. That will not help. There may be many practicals you have to introduce, and that require reskilling. That's it. Okay, so these are the basic things. So now I understood what's the reason why NEP has been introduced and why skill development is very important and why India struggled to replicate this Chinese success. So for that, we have to produce and we have a lot of things to do. Okay, and then Yeah, we go to another one. I do not know. Is there any teachers from arts and science college? Sorry, the language and social science is there. Yeah, that is very important because language and social science, no, AI cannot kill it because there was a general feeling in universities and all. Yes, social science will suffer or the language teachers will suffer. It is nothing like that. See, a technology, it's just a tool. And this tool, when it is coming to the market, who will take it to the market? And then without recognizing the economic reality, how can you introduce a particular product? And to assess all that, who are required? Social science, economic scenario. Yeah, best example, big data. You can get a lot of data about the Indian industry or about Indian agriculture, whatever might be that. Okay, so and a data specialist, what he can do? He can just analyze the data, but interpretation, who has to do? And for that, social science are necessary. So a social science, best example, an economist teacher with the AI tool skill, the big data skill, that will help. Unfortunately for us now, while we were studying, this was not there. AI or all these softwares and all. Now it has become. So the present generation kids, they have to see that along with their, what skill? If it is a social science like economics or philosophy, whatever might be that, they have to see what other equipments, whatever tools they can use, how to work with this one. So these two are necessary. So data calculation alone will not help. You will get a data, will produce a lot of data sheet, how to interpret it. Okay, so similarly, fintech engineers, the one which I told you between the apps and the bank, like when you pay the payment, when you are giving money to an organization and the money, how it reaches the bank, in between there are softwares, apps are there. Okay, and calculations. There are apps like a Paytm app and all. Who develops it? Yeah, some are fintech engineers. So fintech engineer developing an app is good, but how can you take it to an app to a farmer? Who will explain to the Marathi farmer or Tamil Nadu farmer, Kerala farmer, which language is necessary? So a student with a language student with knowledge about fintech app also, he can take it easily. Okay. At the same time, a language teacher, no, he cannot explain fintech app. So this is what we call it as. Okay. Similarly, certain farming sectors, for example, if grape industry or pepper industry, if they are doing well, what do you mean by doing well? That is economic data. It has to come from social science. And to that group, and which can be easily identified by social science teachers, any such kind of this investment apps or mutual funds or anything can be taken. And the AI app, no, AI cannot, like a fintech app which I told you, Paytm, it cannot be taken to farmer, and you should know what is economic reality. So this is what we call fintech app is not enough. It fails without the support of what we say social sciences and languages and all. So to explain to anybody real market situations, yes, social language and the social science is there. We may feel that now any AI can do anything. ChatGPT give a text and it will write to you, but emotional content, how can you make it emotional? And suppose you want to say storytelling, AI has limitations, emotions and all. They cannot do it. And for that, the so-called narrative intelligence, engineering college also, when you are making a product, who will make it? It's what kind of language be used? So this all can be taken with the help of other branches only, languages and social sciences. So certain things like which only human beings can explain, empathy, moral judgment, creativity. Yeah, this all AI cannot. So that is why, I'm saying human narrative intelligence. AI has speed, but many things which humans alone can do, that cannot be, because there was a general fearing whether it is going to replace. So one more example, I would say now it is Onam season in Kerala. So what is the spending pattern of the students? Yeah, this is the time when students spend a lot of money. AI app cannot. So someone who are aware of the social scenario of Kerala, and they should make the correct data. This is the period when people of this region makes a lot of, even if it means taking loans also, they'll spend a lot. So culturally aware up. So like that, there are Dasara, lots of other Diwali, lot of other festivals also. That's one thing. Then another one is computational linguistics, NLP. NLP is natural language processing, subfield of AI. interaction between humans and the computers and humans in natural language. Okay. So what is the necessary here? See, earlier when suppose somebody was teaching Marathi language, a language teacher, he will say only grammar and this syntax, semantics, and phonetics. That's all. English means pronunciation, all those things, grammar and all. Now it is not needed. Now we have tools are there, but instead the language teacher must be having an idea about the AI tool. Then he can help the what AI tool I'm talking about. Now, based on the need of the situation, they should teach the thing. So a person with a language teacher with who knows all these computer tools, AI tools, and they can make use of the various, what you call a lot of options like emotional analysis, sentiment analysis, which and all AI cannot do. They can. So they know what is the limitation of AI and all. So accordingly, it will progress because other kind of basic grammar, that's all necessary. But now we have tools to, the AI can correct it obviously. But for certain things like sentiment analysis, authorship analysis, and this all cannot be done by an AI tool. And this only language teacher can explain his language. And there is one classic example is the case of social media. What language to be used in social media? YouTube and Instagram and everything is there. What language? Okay, so there are a lot of products are there. That is hugely widely popular. Whether we teachers use it or not, this is a hit among the present generation. Okay, so what language to be used in that media? So a language teacher should know what kind of language can be used in the, and he should be giving training to the youngsters. So this is the need. Instead of that, if you teach the style, 90s and all, 95, 2000 and all, when the social media was not so popular, we struggled. Now we have AI and discourse analysis. So classic example, often I cite the case of the Trump. Though he is known for making all stupid statements, I don't think it is all stupid. This is all very clearly tailor-cut statements only with the help of AI and all, language and power dynamic. He knows how to say, when to say. And then that all comes out with the support of all this NLP, natural language processing, how to irritate people, everything, irritate countries, not people. So there are so many Indian regional languages are there, and it gives a wider option. Now all these AI products and all, they will be focusing upon certain broad languages. So in the present setup, we have, but slowly it will be catching up. Okay, I'll take you with one more example. I'll stop it. Text analysis, I mentioned. Sentiment analysis, I mentioned. Yeah, this is a classic example. What AI can do. See, for example, this statement, Marathi statement, I do not know how it is written. First line, if you give it to AI for translation, AI will translate like this. What is that? This statement. Okay, Hindi. Now then chale udaye kos. Yeah, AI will be literally translated, but the regional meaning will be something like that. It is a matter of survival. And that idioms and all, AI cannot do that. Now it is catching up, but metaphors and idioms in Malayalam, there are certain funny statements are there that AI cannot. Okay, so AI will struggle to capture the correct meaning. Okay, so here is what we see. So the language teachers are there. So everything can be. So literal translation and everything, human meaning, that all. Only this and this are necessary. So thank you very much. And that's all about my session. And I come to, okay. Yeah. So I just hope that, because I didn't see much interaction, but I have taken you the key point. So yeah, now this has become necessary for all of us. Okay, so what is NEP? What is skill development? Why is skill development necessary? What we can do? Often teachers used to wonder what we got to do. We got to do, you see, this is the way. And as I said somewhere, you are all caught between the, unfortunately for me, in between. You are the transitional phase, a new phase of education, fourth industrial revolution with the arrival of AI and robotics and all. Okay, so that's the thing. If you have any comments or anything, you can post it here or you can ask me. That will be helpful for me also because I may not be having answers for everything, but sometimes what happen, that will make me to think about it. What exactly why the teacher has asked that question and like that. So I go back to my first slide. What did that great man say? Now I understood why I started with that slide. Don't try to teach because we are all in the fourth industrial revolution. And what happened? Where is that slide? So if you try to teach like the way our teachers taught us, it will not work out. And that's what the statement said. See, we are in fourth industrial revolution, but we were born or trained during third industrial revolution. You were taught mostly by teachers of the third industrial revolution. They have not seen any of this. And we just try to teach this is the way we have been taught like that statement. No, it will not help you. Students will go anywhere else. They will go some other places. So thank you very much. And we come to an end of my session. Okay, thank you. Is anyone there? So thank you once again. I'm leaving. Okay, fine.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it's over, and we can stop it. Okay.
Yeah. So, on behalf of Malvi Mission Teacher Training Center, Sant Gadge Baba, Amravati University, Government College of Engineering, Lakhisarai, Bihar, and all the participants those who are present here, I extend my sincere thanks to you for such a wonderful session. And really, sir, you have provided the deeper insights towards this skill development, and we will definitely try to inculcate in our teaching learning and add particular to our institution. With this, I once again extend my sincere thanks for your precious time and thought-provoking session here. And with the kind consent of Professor Sabu sir, I would like to declare that today's
you,
session
sir.
will be over here.
Thank
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And participants, it is declared that the program is right now ended, and we will stop now here. I will share the feedback link in our WhatsApp group. You can please fill out that feedback, and further instructions will be provided in the WhatsApp group. So thank you everyone, particularly Dr. Jitendra Kumar sir, who have taken the lot of efforts towards conducting this program, and all the other participants, those who have continuously present and interacted during the entire session. Patil sir is there, Dr. Mishra ma'am is there, and a number of participants are there, those who have interacting continuously with the experts. So with this, I taken your leave. Thank you once again, and please stay connected with the